All right, welcome back. So next problem we're going to look at is we're going to verify that cosine of x minus pi over 2 equals sine of x. Okay, so this is one that's going to be like a multiple choice on MyLabs Plus. You're going to have to check, similar to the ones we were doing in 5.1. Okay, I'm not going to do it this time because I think you got a sense of what it's going to look like. Okay, so we're going to use, this is the cosine, in this case, the cosine addition formula, actually subtraction. So just to refresh our memory, cosine theta 1, I'm going to write it as plus or minus theta 2, is cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2. Now remember, cosines don't have the same signs. They have the different signs. So it's going to be minus plus sine theta 1 sine theta 2. Okay? So this is going to be cosine x cosine pi over 2 plus sine x sine pi over 2. Now, here's a question. What's cosine of pi over 2? Cosine of pi over 2 is, of course, 0. And sine of pi over 2 is, of course, 1. So, going down, we get sine of x. Okay? Next problem on our list, number 44. We're going to find the exact value of the expression. Okay, and it is cosine of 57, cosine of 33 degrees, okay, minus sine 57 degrees sine 33 degrees. Okay, so now we have to ask ourselves, which one of these are we doing? I don't know why I have a tendency to put the parentheses on the first ones, but not on the second. It's just a habit, I guess. Anyways, back to it. We're again looking at a cosine. We're doing it in reverse though. We're looking at a cosine, in this case, cosine, since this is subtraction, it's the opposite sign, so we're looking at a cosine addition. Okay, so this is going to be, or this is, let me move this down for us. Okay, this is cosine of 57 degrees plus 33 degrees. But what's 57 plus 33? That should be 90 degrees. And what's cosine of 90 degrees? That's right, 0. 90 degrees. 90 degrees plus 33 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 degrees. 90 degre And what's cosine of 90 degrees? That's right, 0. Okay. All right. The next problem we're going to do, similar, is we're going to take, so by the way, this was 44 in the textbook. Next one's 48. And it says find, oh, this one's a little bit different. Tangent 28 degrees plus tangent 17 degrees over 1 minus tangent 28 degrees tangent 17 degrees. Okay, so I haven't taught you guys the tangent addition formula, but it exists. Let's sort of see how it goes. I don't remember it off the top of my head, and I never do. It's not one of those things I commit to memory because I can easily derive it. Okay, so let's take just additions. Tangent theta 1 plus theta 2. That's going to be, remember, sine over cosine. Okay, but remember the sine and cosine addition formulas. Okay, so that's sine theta 1 cosine theta 2 plus sine theta 2 cosine theta 1 over, now cosines is going to be cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2 minus sine theta 1 sine theta 2. So far, it doesn't look like anything. However, what we're going to do is we're going to divide by something special, okay? We're going to divide by cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2 on the numerator and denominator. So let me go give myself a little more space here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we're going to factor out cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2, both in the numerator and denominator. Times. Now, what is sine theta 1 divided by cosine theta 1? That's right, it's tangent theta 1. Plus, now, the cosine theta 2 just canceled, okay? Now, what's sine theta 2 divided by cosine theta 2? That's tangent theta 2 with this cosine canceling. Okay, and then in the denominator, cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2 divided by cosine theta 1 cosine theta 2. So remember, we're factoring that out. That becomes 1 minus, and these sine theta 1s, that becomes tangent theta 1. That's an ugly theta 1. Tangent theta 2. Okay, so these cancel. And so we get just this as our formula. Let me write this all in orange. Okay, so now we have to recognize that this is this for very specific values of theta, right? Theta 1 is 28, theta 2 is 17. So this equals tangent of 28 degrees plus 17 degrees, which is tangent of 45 degrees, which is, of course, 1. Okay? All right, I'll see you in the next video.